Chapman Keith. I ain't gonna tell you all my story because it's a lot, and we got to go soon. She can contest to that. I'll break down like this. 1972, born in a military family, had a great childhood, and then the 90s came, the early 90s, gangs, drugs and guns. From there, my parents, they were always pastors, and so I was a pastor's kid growing up. Pentecostal, went from Pentecostal to non-denominational, and I can tell the difference in any of them. So I died on this ocean front about 20 years ago. Went to the hospital, stayed in there for 2.5 weeks, woke up, saw Courtney Macbeth, gave my life to Christ again, and I still lost, even though I was a Christian, moving up in the church and stuff, and I still lost. Because one thing about our people, and my problem was, we never knew where we came from. And so one day, I was just wondering, I was feeling strived in the spirit, or feeling heavy in the spirit, wondering, where did we come from? So that was my quest. But from a child, I always looked at the Bible as a history book. I never thought it to be a religious book. I always thought it to be a history book. I just didn't know who the history was about. So when I started digging about 5 years ago into who we are as a people, I came across this guy that people told me, don't listen to him, he's horrible. Adolf Hitler woke me up to who we are as a people. And I went from there and I started studying. And then I went to the camps, started going to camps, and I was like, these brothers just too angry.
And let me back you up just a little bit.
Go ahead.
A little more elaboration on Adolf Hitler.
Oh, Adolf Hitler gave a speech to his soldiers, and his speech is like, "Woe, once the world finds out who America has." He said, and they said, "Who does he have?" And Adolf Hitler said, "He has the apple of God's eye." And his soldiers said, "Who is that?" And he said, "The blacks in America, the African Americans are the apple of Yah's eye, and once the world finds out who America has in prison, there's going to be another third war."
And that was Adolf Hitler's speech?
That was Adolf Hitler's speech.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where can somebody find it if they wanted to?
Adolf Hitler's speech about the Negro, or Adolf Hitler's speech about the African Americans. You seen it too? Yeah, and that
new on me. That's the first time I heard everything, but
that's what woke me up, man. That right there, like, wow. But I always study history, so I never believe the narrative that America has given us. I always study past what they say to go to dig a little deeper, because I know that slavery, our history didn't start with slavery. I knew there's something beyond that. So I'm entrenched in history. That's my favorite study. So I went from the camps, and from the camps, I started listening to Darby. Pastor Darby. And then after that, I got into the Hebrew Nation building. And from there, that's where I really started understanding the scriptures, really getting into the truth of the scriptures. And from there, we grew. And in the whole time that I was doing this, she was quiet. Just watching, not saying anything. But then, I guess she just wanted to see my walk and how I took it. Because after that, she started teaching me. Yeah, her right here.
Who is that, her?
My wife. Yeah, she can even read the Hebrew now.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, that's it for me.
Okay. You want to share?
Because we got to run too.
I can.
Yeah.
I'm shy.
Once she gets started, she goes on and on.
I don't. My name is Teresa. I am a couple years new to the understanding of who we are. Just from him, we were kids. We've known each other since we were kids. We grew up together.
10 years old.
We lost each other, space and time, but then came back together. And like he said, when he reconnected, and was starting to study and starting to ask questions, I sat back and I watched him, because this is what you're telling me. Well, what now? So I wanted to see where that went. But at the same time, I was reading what he was saying, listening to what he was listening to, and studying for myself. I grew up in the church. My mom's in the church. We were a church family, a Christian family. But I never felt like I belonged in any church. I always felt like there was something different or something more, and I always searched for it, but I was never able to find that. I used to go to different churches thinking, this is where I'm going to feel at home. This is where I'm going to feel at home, but I never found it. It wasn't until I started studying and actually understanding what I was studying and connecting with the Most High on my own and who we are, that I started to be filled with that understanding and that longing that I have been looking for forever. And it's been like no turning back since then. Once you understand who you are and you do connect with the Most High, reading that word is a whole different thing. I could read a story that I read 5 years ago, and now it means so much more because I understand what it means and who we are and what it means to us. So I'm just happy to have connected with this group so that we can keep growing in what we know and understand now.
So what was your Christian background?
Non-denominational, the most recent, but before then we were in I don't even know.
You put on the bus and go?
Yeah, like a get on the bus and go to Sunday school type. But like in Philadelphia, I told you I was from there. My grandmother, she's a pastor of a church. You know, my aunts and my uncles. It was in who we were, but we kind of lost it. You know, that family feeling here. So it took, you know, a while searching. So my parents weren't pastors, so I wasn't, you know, indoctrinated with it. I just always had a pull and an understanding to want to know more from what I had been given. So,
did you ever come in contact with the author of the Babylon of Timbuktu?
I have it. I have it. I read that, and we also read Hulda wrote a book, The Hidden Hebrews or Hidden Secrets or something, and I read that too.
Yeah, she follows Huda.
Yeah.
Yoshiyahu's wife.
Rudolph Windsor, he's
The one who
from
wrote.
that area.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Philly, New Jersey. He's been teaching since back in the 60s.
Oh, see, I haven't
And
been
I didn't even know that.
there searching since, you know, we kind of started doing this together. So we go in a couple weeks.
I think we got two of those books. One for her, one for me.
Yep.
Okay, last words that you want to share with anybody viewing that might want to know who you or where you come from and why and so forth.
I don't know. I just say if you're looking for something, just keep looking. Don't stop. Don't give up, because if you're feeling a pull, it's Yah. He is definitely pulling you. So just like she said, just pray about it.